Good afternoon, folks. So today what we're going to be doing is replacing the cruise control switch on my Toyota 2012 Rav4. So it's a very simple process to do. So this is a quick little DIY video to help you save some money and avoid having to, take this to a shop where they might charge you an excess over $100, to fix this quick and easy repair. First thing you want to do is actually find the make and model for your cruise control, and my suggestion is you purchase it online. There's several retailers who supply the cruise control switches. You can even buy them on Amazon or on eBay. I personally bought mine on eBay. I may have spent maybe $14, including shipping. So all things considered, that's a pretty cheap fix. So the first thing you're going to want to start to do is, number one, you're going to want to unplug your negative battery terminal on your car battery. So you're going to be taking this apart, and the airbag is connected to this. You're not going to want the airbag to accidentally go off while you're trying to replace the cruise control. So to avoid that, you're going to want to disconnect your negative battery. Now, to start off, the first thing you're going to need, so a few things you're going to need is a T30 screw head, because that's what's you're gonna use that to make sure you're able to take off the airbag here, so that you can have easy access to the cruise control switch electrical components. It's gonna just make your life a whole lot easier to work in there and be able to take the parts, so that you could start getting to work and taking apart. Now, the other thing I suggest you have is just your regular Phillips head screwdriver, so that you could take off the screws which connect the cruise control to the steering wheel mount. So let me start by showing you a few things here. So your Toyota Rav4 is going to have these little holes here on the side, and inside is where you're going to find the T30 screw, and that's where this little guy comes in, and you're going to need him in order to basically unfasten. See, it's right there, for you to be able to unfasten the airbag from the whole thing. Now, as you can see there, I've already gone ahead and done that. Now, my recommendation is that if you have a longer T30 tip, that would be ideal. In my case, this is unfortunately what I was able to work with. But like I said, I was able to do it. Just have to get this guy in there. And then what you're going to want to do is, it might take you a little time to actually find it, but once you find it, you're going to feel the tension. It's going to lock in, and it's going to take quite a lot of force for you to unlock that. Now, what you're going to notice is that the actual screw itself is not going to come out completely. It's fastened in there, but what you want to do is release it enough so that you're able to then pull out the battery. So I'm going to give you a look inside. Now, if you see this little piece right here, that's it. So that's not going to fall out. You don't have to worry about that. So there's two of these on either side. There's the other one right there, if you can see it. That's it right over there. And you're going to go in on either side of the steering wheel, and then you're going to twist, and it, like I said, it takes a lot of force. And you're going to hear it snap, and then you just twist it a few turns, and you're gonna kind of see that the steering wheel on either side is gonna kind of like give way a little bit. And once you have those both unfastened, then it's gonna be real easy for you to come here and open this part up. Now the first thing that you want to do is remove this cable right here. This one right here. So may be able to do that with your hands depending how tight it is, or you might want to use a little pliers for it. It's giving me a little tension there, so I don't want to do anything that might break it. So I'm going to use the pliers. It's going to be easier. There we go. Now you can just move this off to the side over here. Now you're left with these two connectors here. Now these aren't your typical connectors. You're going to have to be able to uncap these two little guys here on either side before you're able to easily pull these guys out. So let me show you how to do that real quick. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is take the little cap off these guys. And if you get like, I'm just using a flat head, something flat enough, maybe a needle point, something really small that you want to can fit right underneath that. And you're going to watch it pop right up. You see that right there? You can pop them both up. There we go. Now these are easily going to come right off. There you go. One at a time. So now you're left with this. My recommendation is when you're going to put this down, I would suggest you put that face down and not throw it as I did. You don't want it, if it accidentally pops up, to come at you with the metal side. So keep it always with the logo side facing up. So now, here you have the control switch. So when you have your new switch, simply, one of my recommendations is you just observe how the manufacturer installed it before you gotta start taking it apart. And by taking it apart, I mean in the most easiest way possible. It's literally two screws. This screw right here and this screw right here. And as you see, there's only one cable. You're going to want to run it through this little fastener here and around the steering wheel axle and plug it right back in here. So the only thing you're going to want to do is take this guy out here using that, but you could easily use your hand to do that. There we go. So now that you got that unplugged, your next step is to take these guys off. Okay. And these aren't too tight, shouldn't be too bad. Now these do come all the way off. You're gonna have to take these out fully. There you go. Now you're going to be able to push this guy right through. And there you have it, folks. I mean, basically, let's just assume this is the new one, right? You're going to fit it right through the same way. And make sure this little pin is right there. It's going to make sure you have it properly aligned. And then you can go ahead and start screwing it back in place. Now once you kind of have them back in there, it's up to you. You can screw them all the way back. I'm going to put it right back through the same way they had it installed in the manufacturer. I'm going to run the connector right underneath these. Put it back in. Essentially you're done here. It's just a matter now of making sure you connect everything back to the steering wheel. Don't forget the horn. If I'm not mistaken, this guy here might be the horn right there. So you want to put that guy right back in. Let's actually start by these. The good thing about these guys is that they're color coordinated. So it's simple enough. The orange goes back in the orange spot, and then you're just going to want to clip that down again. Put in the other guy here. Clip this guy. And then let's put this guy right back in. There we go. Got it. So now, fit this guy back in place. There we go. Then you go back in there with your T30. So you come back here with your T30, and then you're going to want to tighten these back up. Now maybe you want to use a tension wrench for these, and make sure you put a lot of pressure to get this this guy back in place. I'm personally just going to go in and do it manually, apply as much pressure as I can. And that's it. We're pretty much done. Once you get both sides properly set, tightened, you want to just check the airbag. Then you're going to go back and connect your negative terminal for your battery. Make sure you got the power back on. Then you can test your horn, and you'll be able to get on the road and test your cruise control. Thank you guys for listening. I'm going to be posting more videos like this for my Toyota 2012 Rav4. So if you're interested, subscribe to the channel, and also leave any comments if you have any suggestions of how I may have done things a little bit differently. I'm definitely always open to suggestions and ways to improve. And let's share this and make it a community where we're all able to benefit from great DIY videos. Thank you for tuning in, and have a great day. I hope this helped.